What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Free agency has officially started, and I will say I was not expecting to do this video out of everything, but I thought this could be a very interesting video. So today, after the Pittsburgh Steelers have officially signed Mitchell Trubisky to a 2-year deal, we're going to do a Mitchell Trubisky Pittsburgh Steelers rebuild today. Now, as I'm recording this, that was literally like the last signing. So if anything else crazy happens, obviously I won't be. Well, I'll kind of talk about it if something happens right in front of me. I do have my phone for the Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport tweets or whoever, decides to break some news. But Mitchell Trubisky is going to be the quarterback here in Pittsburgh. So he is obviously a free agent. And I don't have any of the other updated free agency signings, obviously, like Chase Edmonds to Miami, and then you got James Conner re-signing in Arizona, and then there might have been a couple others I'm not thinking of. But basically, we do have an offer on Mitchell Trubisky. He's only a 67 overall in Madden, so I really don't know what to expect. I might mess with his overall a little bit, because I will say the reason why we're even doing this video is because some people around the league believe Trubisky is a really good quarterback. He just was never in a good situation in Chicago. So if he can't succeed in Pittsburgh, then that would probably just, obviously tell you all you need to know. Pittsburgh is a very good team, has a lot of good pieces. So obviously there's going to be some more work to do, but Mitchell Trubisky is going to be the quarterback number one here in Pittsburgh, and we're going to try to see what we can do here to strengthen this Steelers roster around him and see how he can perform here in Pittsburgh. So we need to improve the offensive line. There's a lot of other things we need to do. Juju Smith-Schuster is a free agent as well, so we'll definitely be looking and trying to get some pieces here. So first and foremost, right tackle position is very weak. Trent Brown is sitting here in free agency, and I'm kind of just sitting here like, hey, you know what? We might as well go for him. So we're going to have Trubisky as our quarterback number one. Trent Brown could be a really excellent signing for us at the right tackle position, because I do want to improve the offensive line quite a bit. You got Marcus Williams out here as well, but I think I want to re-sign Terrell Edmonds for the Steelers roster. So we'll bring him back, and we'll have him come back, which is going to be awesome. So bring back our strong safety. And like I said, Juju, it sounds like might be going elsewhere. We don't know that for a total fact, but just we got to be aware of that. Teron Armstead. As much as I like Teron Armstead, and then Orlando Brown got franchise tagged, but I don't want to spend too much money. And then left guard, we actually have a star development guard, and center is kind of weak. And then we also could use a right guard. Trey Turner is a guy we should probably be looking at bringing back. So we'll go for Trey Turner as well to keep the offensive line a little bit intact. We'll need a draft to tackle as well. But if we keep basically all of our guys here, first free agency wave looks pretty good for us. So Trent Brown could be nice. Trey Turner, Terrell Edmonds, and Mitchell Trubisky is going to be my first initial signings in free agency day one, and then we'll go from there. So we did get every single person out of free agency for this team, which is great. So I will go ahead and preface and say that I am going to be working with Trubisky throughout the video. I will not be drafting a quarterback. I'm going to try to succeed with Trubisky at quarterback. So good luck to me. This should be fun. But like I said, there is some people around the league that believe Trubisky can still be good in this league. So it'll definitely be interesting to see if he can prove that or not. So we'll need a left tackle. Our center is a 72 overall, which isn't the greatest, but it's not terrible. Juju Smith-Schuster, since we did lose him, it would be nice to maybe bring in another wide receiver. And then defensively, we got our strong safety back, which is great. But a corner definitely would be very important for the Steelers roster. So let's go make sure we can maybe get a corner here in Pittsburgh, and then a wide receiver, I think, is kind of what I'm looking for, then tackle in the draft maybe. And then middle linebacker, could be something we address right now, but it's not necessarily necessary at the moment. You have Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt. So corner, 100% what we need to go for, though. So corner, wide receiver, let's go see what we can get. $46 million in cap space available to us. Devontae Adams, we're not going to go for him. Stephon Gilmore is kind of sitting out here, who could be the number one corner that we're kind of looking for here in Pittsburgh. So that could be fun. And you know what? I think we're going to make a splash at Stephon Gilmore. I'm going to give him a 1-year deal. I don't want to lock myself into him too much. If he plays well, then we'll keep him next year. But for now, I'm content with just giving him a 1-year contract. And then wide receiver, if we take a real quick look at who else we can get, Devontae Adams, Odell Beckham, Antonio Brown. We're not going to bring back Antonio Brown, obviously. Jacoby Myers could be a nice slot guy here. Apparently, MVS is looking for $10 million per year, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if he's actually worth that, but I think Jacoby Myers is going to be the slot guy I'm looking for here to replace Juju Smith-Schuster. But hey, Juju could very well come back in Pittsburgh. I'm not ruling that out, but I'm just going to go for Jacoby Myers instead, playing the slot for us. So that'll be a guy we still over from New England. And there we go. Oh, Quandre Diggs has signed a 3-year deal to come back to the Seahawks. So Seahawks get themselves their free safety back, which is awesome. That's definitely a huge need for them. But wide receiver and corner is addressed. And the only other thing that might be interesting to look at now is middle linebacker. You have Dante Hightower we could throw in there. Leighton Vander Esch, Jawan Bentley, Jayon Brown. Okay, you know what? Since Jayon Brown is a scheme fit, I'm actually going to go for him as well. Bring him in as our middle linebacker, and I think that'll be it for me after that. So after this, if we get everybody here, we can go tackle in the draft or whatever we can get in the draft. So Jacoby Myers, Jayon Brown, and Stephon Gilmore. If we get those few guys, I think we'll be chilling. So let's go similar to next week and see if we can do just that. And guys, Jacoby Myers declines. We have 50-year team options, and then Stephon Gilmore is not accepted yet. So Jacoby Myers declines. That did not solve our wide receiver. And then I will say, if there's another free agency signing that was bigger than this, it looks like the Raiders have upped their offer on Stephon Gilmore. And I don't know if I want to pay. Is there a better option? Because I'm not really sure I want to pay Stephon Gilmore that much money. Casey Hayward does not have an offer. So instead, we're going to go to Casey Hayward for 1 year. And we'll renounce our offer on Stephon Gilmore. And then we did not get the wide receiver. So let's go see if we can get a wide receiver here. So Odell, Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, Nelson Aguilar. Okay, not a ton of options. Isaiah McKenzie. I guess we can go for like Demarcus Robinson, I guess, to be like our third wide receiver. He'll be pretty cheap, and he's pretty solid. So instead, we'll just go for him. The Chiefs have the Chargers have a little bit of a better offer on him, but I will try to up it just a little bit. So instead of Stephon Gilmore, we'll be walking away with maybe Demarcus Robinson and Casey Hayward. So that'll be it for me. Hopefully get both of them. And, we got to look at the 5th-year team options as well. So let's see who this is all about. We have Devin Bush. I do want to pick him up, actually. So, yes, we'll definitely keep that in mind. Devin Bush, 100%. Keep him around. And let's see if we get these other two guys to sign. And then we can head to the draft. And like I said, I will probably mess with Mitchell Trubisky's overall a little bit. Just because since he is coming into a good situation, I think he could be good in Pittsburgh. It is obviously a wait and see kind of thing. But if I was a betting man, I think he could be solid. I really do. So this could be a really good signing for the Steelers. And I think Trubisky has a lot to prove. But if he can prove that, that's what we've been waiting to see from him. So obviously he gets the opportunity to do it now. We get both of them back, which is great. Now we can head to draft night. So here we are on draft night as we have pick number 20. I remember the Steelers were kind of rumored with Deshaun Watson, and they walk away with Mitchell Trubisky. So some Steelers fans might be disappointed. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So we do have a left tackle on the board. We definitely want to walk away with a tackle out of this draft. Charles Cross makes a lot of sense, and Kenyon Green out of Texas A&M. So one of these tackles, I think, makes a ton of sense. So that's what I'm going to look for here. Kenyon Green, A, awareness, A, impact block. I think I'm going to take Kenyon Green here. Hidden development left tackle. I think that's a very important addition to this Pittsburgh Steelers roster. And then I definitely think I want to go corner in round 2. So actually could have made sense to go corner in round 1 as well. But at the end of the day, it's all right. So let's go see. We get a corner maybe. We got Sevyn Banks, Deion Kendrick. We also have a nose tackle, which nose tackle could make sense as well because our defensive line is aging a little bit. So Sevyn Banks out of Ohio State. C catching. Don't know his coverage. So we'll move on from him. Maybe go to the next guy. So we got Deion Kendrick here. C man coverage, C press, and then B stamina, B tackle. Okay. I'm going to take Deion Kendrick out of, I don't think it was Ohio State. I forgot. Or Georgia. So we got him. So we got another corner coming in, a young corner coming into Pittsburgh. And then if Winfrey falls to the 3rd round, we might take a defensive tackle no matter what here. So we have Kennedy Brooks, Noah Kane, Ventrell Miller. If we have a nose tackle here anyway, we may not have one to take. So, maybe a middle linebacker could make some sense. So I'm going to probably make this last selection and let the assistant GM take care of the rest. Travius Tomlinson, Ty, Nolan Smith, Caden Mays, Kennedy Brooks, and Zach. Okay, Noah Kane, Marlon Robinson. Okay, I'm going to just take Nolan Smith, add to the linebacker, B pursuit, bring him in, and that'll be it for me in the draft. And we'll go take a look at our lineup going into this next season. So this is what our team's going to look like going into season number 1. Mitchell Trubisky, I boosted him up to a 70 overall because I think that's fair since he is coming in as a starter. Mason Rudolph, Claypool, Demarcus Robinson, and Deontay. I almost said Dior Johnson. I don't know why. Deontay Johnson. Kenyon Green we took in the draft with the round 1 pick. We got Dotson, we got Green, we got Turner, we got Trent Brown, and we got Pat Freiermuth. And then defensively, we have Devin Bush, Jayon Brown. We took a middle linebacker, got Joe Schobert behind him, Terrell Edmonds, Sutton, Casey Hayward, Cameron Hayward, and then Alu and Stephon Tuitt, and then Minka Fitzpatrick, Alex Highsmith. So, and then not to mention TJ Watt as well. So, it'll be interesting to see how this team performs. Obviously, it's all up to Mitchell Trubisky. We're going to keep him as a quarterback throughout the video. So, are we going to make the playoffs once in this video? Well, that remains to be seen. Let's see what happens. So at the end of the first season, we are in a tough division, but we finished up 8-9, which isn't the greatest in the world, but it's not the worst. Not looking at 3-13 or 3-14 or whatever. Now there's 17 games, But we'll have to see how Mitchell Trubisky did. He did beat the Baltimore Ravens in Week 18, which is great. But like I said, 8-9 is not great, but the division was really good. 10-7, 10-7, 14-3. So we can't be too upset with ourselves. Looking at the player stats, I want to see how Trubisky did. He was actually second in the NFL in touchdowns, which is a good look. 16 offense, 16th in the NFL in offense, and defense was 4th in the NFL. So I think we actually had a solid year. Trubisky, 39 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, not too bad, 4,200 yards. He's up to a 72 overall. So like I said, we're going to continue to try to rally around Trubisky, but first year in Pittsburgh, not bad. It did not lead to the playoffs, but not a bad stat line for Trubisky. Rushing wise, 1,300 yards from Najee Harris and 11 touchdowns. Receiving, Deontay Johnson with 1,000 yards, Claypool with 900 yards, Marcus Robinson with 800 yards. So not too bad as a Juju Smith-Schuster replacement, and then Pat Freiermuth with 700 yards. And then defensively, we were actually really good as well. And then sacks-wise, we had 11 from Cameron Hayward, 11 from Alex Highsmith, only 6.5 from TJ Watt, which is really disappointing, and 4.5 for Stephon Tuitt, and 2.5 from Devin Bush. So we definitely have more work to do, but it was a step in the right direction, definitely. Well, I mean, was it? I don't know, because obviously we're not in the playoffs, and the Pittsburgh Steelers were in the playoffs last year. But with Mitchell Trubisky having the season he did, hopefully next year can lead to bigger things. So I will continue to, like I said, develop him here in Pittsburgh and see how it goes. So Cowboys beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl, and we're going to go to our re-signing stage next week. And if I keep looking at my phone, I apologize. Want to make sure I don't miss any free agency signing. Obviously, we still have J.C. Jacksons of the world, Marcus Williams. So we'll be doing rebuilds on them as soon as they sign wherever they go. Allen Robinson, Chark. There's so many free agents we could talk about. But for the re-signing stage, we got Minkah Fitzpatrick, Casey Hayward, Deontay Johnson. So actually some very, very important free agents here that we definitely need to bring back. So let's go ahead and the Bears get a defensive tackle, which is nice. Minkah Fitzpatrick, 26 years old, cannot lose him. Bring him back, and let's get Minkah Fitzpatrick here. And no, you cannot leave me, bro. You can't leave me. I'm franchise tagging you. Deontay Johnson, we can't afford to lose him either. So I thought I paid Minkah Fitzpatrick enough, but let me make sure I don't lose Deontay Johnson. He is back. That's a W. Stephon Tuitt is 30 years old. He's an 85 overall still, so I'll give him a 2-year deal. I'm still fine with that. So Stephon Tuitt, welcome back, and he's going to test free agency. So we'll revisit him in free agency if possible. Chris Boswell, 81 overall kicker. Hopefully we can bring him back, or maybe my kicker won't even want to play for me. Yeah, there it is. Not interested in signing. Okay. Casey Hayward, I will maybe revisit free agency. We are going to free agency with about $59 million in cap space, so we have the ability to potentially get better. But if I remember correctly, this free agency class is terrible. So if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Maybe it's the next one I'm thinking about. So Trubisky, I think, is up to a 72 overall, which is good. Wide receiver wise, we're kind of taken care of. Kenyon Green up to a 75 overall. So yeah, offensive line looks really good. Green is 24. So yeah, I think I'm not even going to worry about the offensive line at all. So Trubisky, and Percy Harvin is out here backing up. No, it's Presley Harvin. Okay. And then Najee Harris, DeMarcus Robinson. And then you also have Steven Sims down here. So, and the defensively, we are getting Alex Highsmith, Jayon Brown, Devin Bush, TJ Watt, Terrell Edmonds. Corner is the weakest position, and defensive line. So I think we really just need to focus on the defensive side of the ball. Offense, we're not even going to take a look at. So defensively, cornerback, and defensive line is the biggest weakness on this football team. So Aaron Rodgers not going to go for him. Marquise Brown, we don't need. J.J. Watt is a little up there in age. Rodney Hudson, Chandler Jones, Tom Brady, Marcus May, Tony Pollard. Don't really see a corner yet. The best corner available is going to be Casey Hayward, which is just really unfortunate. I guess we do have some young corners. We have Sean Murphy-Bunting, who is a scheme fit. Could make a lot of sense to bring him in here. So we also have our young corners at 73 overall. So I think we need to sign Sean Murphy-Bunting and trade for a corner. That's what I think my plan will be. And then defensive line, we needed a nose tackle really badly. You have Matthew Ioannidis. You have Devon. How do you say that last name? I have no idea. Tristan Hill, Jerron Reed, and yeah, it gets a little murky after that. So Matt Ioannidis is 79 overall at 29. Might have to be my other desperate signing here because we do need some kind of defensive tackle help. So Matthew Ioannidis will bring back, hopefully, or bring him in. I don't know why I keep saying bring him back. He was never on this team. Stephon Tuitt, Smoot, and then is there a right end that's worth anything? No. So I think we're going to go for Stephon Tuitt. I had interest in bringing him back earlier, so we're going to try to bring him back this time. Just Stephon Tuitt, if you could come back, that'd be great. And we have his number one offer, but that doesn't mean anything. And then, or we could, you know what would be fun though? We could bring J.J. Watt and T.J. Watt together. That would be fun. That would actually be kind of fun. So maybe we should go for that. He is way older though. You know what? I think it'd be funny. Or not funny. I think it'd be fun. So we're going to go for J.J. Watt. Bring J.J. Watt and T.J. Watt together here in Pittsburgh. and will be his number one offer by quite a bit. So TJ Watt and JJ Watt, that's going to be a lot of fun on the defensive line. And then Matthew Ioannidis, we have an offer on. So that'll be it there. And like I said, we're going to have to get a corner through trades, I think. So JJ Watt, Matthew Ioannidis, and Sean Murphy-Bunting are going to be my few acquisitions here, hopefully in day one of free agency, to add to that defensive prowess over here. So let's see if we get those three guys. Hopefully we get Sean Murphy-Bunting. We get Matthew Ioannidis, Sean Murphy-Bunting. We have not gotten JJ Watt yet, which is something we need to take a look at. So free agency wise, I'm assuming somebody maybe upped an offer on him, or he just is indecisive. So we're still his number one offer, but Pittsburgh Steelers or the Patriots have offered on him. So it's going to increase the offer just by a little bit, just give myself a little bit more cushion. And if JJ Watt is willing to accept this, that'd be great. And then I can move on and go for a corner. So let's see if he accepts it, if I'm able to do this. And then really, dude, I had something going there, and you're really going to ruin it like that. Stephon Tuitt probably isn't here anymore either, is he? So I really just struck out on a defensive lineman. Brandon Graham is out here. You got Wormley, you got Linval Joseph, Jerron Reed, and Dugam. It's just not there. So we're going to have to use our first round pick on a defensive lineman or a corner. So we're going to go to the draft, and we're going to use our first round pick on one of those two picks, or one of those two players. And then we're going to trade for a corner on draft night as well. So we have pick number 15 in this draft. So it'll definitely be very important that we get what we need out of this draft. So let's go take a look at who is available. I don't even remember if I loaded a draft class in. I don't believe I did. So that's an L on my part. But it's all right. We're just going to have to get what we can. So Nicholas Murphy. We have Duke Wiley out of Clemson here. Did I load a draft class? I can't remember if I did or not. I don't remember. But whatever. So we have Kendall Gary on the board as well out of West Virginia. So C-Press. B tackle, B kick return. Honestly, I'd rather take a chance on a defensive lineman, which actually we need a defensive lineman who's on the top of the board. D power moves, A play recognition, B impact block. Is he good? Hidden development, left in. That's what we needed. So I'm happy walking away out of this draft with a left in because we needed that very, very badly. So let's go take a look at what we can get in round 3. And I think, like I said, I guess we could technically take a corner here, or round 2, I should say. But we could take a corner. But I think I'd rather trade for a corner, secure myself the corner that we need. So we got one, but I want to get a number 1 corner here. So maybe I use my 2nd round pick and my 3rd round pick to do it, but I'm going to. So I am getting Xavier Howard on draft night, someone I've never really traded before whatsoever. So we got Xavier Howard here on draft night, and that's what I wanted to accomplish. We don't have a 2nd or a 3rd round pick anymore. So we're coming out of this draft with Xavier Howard and a 1st round pick on the defensive line. So that was the number 1 corner we kind of needed. He is 30 years old. I know that, but I think he can make an impact here. So I'm happy to have him. And now we're going to go into this next season. Hopefully Mitchell Trubisky can develop even more. Had a great season last year, but this year we need to, make the playoffs, hopefully. The offense obviously still looks the same. Mitchell Trubisky, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, Claypool, Freiermuth, Brown, Turner, Green, Dotson, and Green. And then defensively, we got a left end who is a 74 overall coming out of the draft, which is awesome. And then we got Xavier Howard on draft night as well. And Deion Kendrick, who we drafted in the draft last year, is going to have to step up as well. So I'm excited to kind of see how the season's going to go. It would have been really fun to have JJ Watt and TJ Watt together, but fortunately it didn't work out. But here we go, man. This is another season where we can make the playoffs. Trubisky, you're going to have to prove your worth. Like I said, I knew it would be an uphill challenge to even make the playoffs in this video, but I think it's possible. See if we can make it. Hard division, but if Trubisky has a season like he did last year, and maybe we just win a few more games, I think we could be in there. So just like that, at the end of the season, as the Bengals go 16-1, holy crap, we ended up making the playoffs at 10-7. We get to play a 7-10 New England Patriots team. Wow, okay. Bengals went off this season though, so that'll be a team we're gonna have to face in the playoffs if we end up, matching up against them. But we have to worry about the Patriots first, who are a very solid team in their own right. So let's go take a look at the stats real quick. And Trubisky, wait. How did this happen? How the hell did this happen? What? They signed Tom Brady out from under me? You gotta be kidding me, Madden. What the hell? Offense was 16th in NFL. I'm actually pissed now. I am actually so pissed off. Like, why did it sign Tom Brady? I did not do that. I just can't. That just ruined the video. It literally just ruined the video. Like, how the hell did they sign Tom Brady for? I don't use. This is stupid, and I don't even know if it'll let me do this. But Bye. I don't know what you were here for, but get the hell off the roster. You are a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Get off my damn roster. I don't know why you're even here, dude. Trubisky, you did not get to play this season whatsoever, which really annoys me because that was the point of this video, and he didn't get to play because Tom Brady got signed behind my back, which is just so dumb. What, like, no one else wanted to... Whatever. You know what? We're here. We're here now. That's all that matters. Trubisky, I'm sorry. You're the... All right, just jump into this. So yeah, we thought Tom Brady was reuniting or coming back to Foxborough to play the Patriots in the playoffs. No, it's Trubisky's team. I don't know what we're doing here, man. Madden, you freaking ruined my video, bro. But you know what? I'm already too far into this. I'm not restarting, so I don't care. So Trubisky, see, we don't need Tom Brady. Trubisky already coming out here scoring touchdowns. I would have loved to have seen what he could have done in year number 2, but Madden's dumb. So I guess I should have signed a backup quarterback, but I didn't expect them to go out and get Tom Brady for me. We're up 17-3, 17-10. And we are going to go up 24-10. So they didn't sign Tom Brady back, did they? 27-10. I hope that's the case. 34-10. And it's safe to say we won this game. 34-10. One of the most weirdest videos I've ever had where that happened to me. Trubisky. Wait, what? How is this man still on my... I literally hate this game. I hate this game. I cut you for a reason, and Madden's like, no, you have to have Tom Brady? What are we doing, dude? So Tom Brady has been released again. I don't know what this man has done. Like, did they... They're like, oh, wait, we cut him, so let's go re-sign him again. Let's see if they... Okay, so just to be sure, we are playing the 16-1 Cincinnati Bengals, right? Just to be sure, Mitchell Trubisky is the quarterback going into this game. So we are playing a 16-1 Bengals team. And can I sign free agents right now? I can. So just to be sure, I'm going to sign a quarterback that is not... Wow, Aaron Rodgers is in free agency as well, which is just ridiculous. But I'm going to sign Blake Bortles, for crying out loud. Come be my backup quarterback to make sure Tom Brady does not get back on this damn roster. And let's actually do this correctly. It is a snowy day here in Cincinnati. We are on a division round in the most unorthodox way. It was supposed to be Trubisky's way, but unfortunately, Tom Brady had to step into it. So I think for this next season, we're 3-0 for them. 7-3. So Trubisky, I hope Trubisky's playing quarterback. 14-3, W. Okay. And can we go beat the Bengals? No. Okay. Can we go? Oh, 74-yard interception. The Bengals went 17-1. So if we beat them, this would be definitely very bad on their part. But we'll see what happens. 14-11. We're in the lead. We can't put up another score. We have the minute with 2 minutes, or have the ball with 2 minutes left. 14-14 game. It's going to overtime. And just to be sure, my man Trubisky's playing quarterback, right? Yeah, he is. Okay, so that's good. But hey, all we need is a touchdown and this game is over and we win. So we just got to make sure we take care of the football. The only thing I hate is the snowy weather because I feel like I can't. Oh, I think they're blitzing me. I'm going to get out around the edge here and I'm going to pick up, about 10 or so yards. I fumbled at the end, but thankfully I was out of bounds. So Trubisky, I know you're not the, I know for some reason Madden had Tom Brady starting over you, but I kind of need you to come up big in this drive. So that'd be great. Deontay Johnson maybe he's going to get open here. Actually going to have Pat Freiermuth on a really nice route. He fumbles the football, and the Bengals are going to return this probably. Trubisky, you got to make the tackle, dude. Really, man. That's how this is going to go, Freiermuth. You're really going to do that to me. This video has literally just... I don't even know what to say about this video anymore. I really don't know what to say. Like, it was supposed to be Trubisky's team, and... I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm playing defense. This is going to probably go horribly. So I'm going to read. Throw that ball. Throw it. All right, sack. Okay. You know what? As long as we hold him to a field goal. Actually, no, that doesn't matter. What am I talking about? This game is over, dude. Unless we keep getting sacks, which we're definitely not going to. This game is definitely over. So, yeah, I don't really know what to do at this point. So let's see if we can maybe pick them off somehow. Oh, that's wide open. Nope. Okay. This game's probably over. Why am I even still here? So, let's just super sim this because this game is definitely over. So, we're going to try again next year with Trubisky at quarterback the whole time. So, play all offense. They're going to score, and it's over. So, we're on to the next season. Really unorthodox, season number 2. I really am disappointed that Madden signed Tom Brady the way they did without me knowing, because I would have been. I don't understand, because I looked at the team and Trubisky was the quarterback, so they must have signed Tom Brady in the preseason, bro. Whatever, man. We're on to next season. It is what it is. So a very important free agency class for us, as we have quite a few guys we have to resign here, but I plan on bringing everybody back, obviously. So Minka Fitzpatrick, he's back. W. Chase Claypool. I'm actually, like I said, I know I keep talking about it, but I'm really disappointed Madden robbed me of Trubisky's development, because I don't know what overall he could have been right now. And I don't know if we would have made the playoffs. Trubisky was under center the whole year in season number 2. And then we won't know in season number 3 if he would have played in season number 2. It's just a whole ordeal, man. I'm just really upset they signed Tom Brady the way they did. It's just really annoying. So whatever, though, there's really not much I could do about it now. It is what it is. So we'll just try to move on from it and try to get something done. So we're trying to re-sign everybody here. $34 million is going to still be available to us, and I'll sign Trey Turner back as well. It's about $24 million, give or take. So Trey Turner, welcome in. And I don't think Trubisky is a free agent, so I think we're good on that part. So let's just go to free agency day 1. And let's look at the lineup and see if Tom Brady's still here, I guess. I don't know, man. All right, let's see what the offense looking like, what the defense looking like. We're an 83 overall. I almost feel the need to boost Trubisky's overall again a little bit more, just because we don't know what overall he could have been. Like I said, if he played in that season number 2, he just got robbed of playing, which is just really annoying. But defensively, everything looks still really good on this part. So there's really not much I want to do. So I think wide receiver is really where we need to focus. So wide receiver number 3, let's go, take a look at what we can get here. So wide receiver that we have out here, we have DeMarcus Lawrence, we have Stephon Gilmore. Tyler Boyd might be the guy I go for, actually. So yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna go for Tyler Boyd here and bring him in as my wide receiver number 3. So you know what? Like I said, I am gonna go ahead and mess with Trubisky's overall. I'm gonna boost him to like a 73. I think he definitely could have developed even more in that season number 2. I really do. So I also will sign a backup quarterback. That way Madden doesn't sign a quarterback for me, because that's just, like I said, super annoyed that even happened. But we're up to an 84 overall now. So we'll sign a backup quarterback for this roster, and then we'll be ready to go for this next season. So not even gonna worry about the draft. I just want to see how Trubisky does. So I'm gonna sign a backup quarterback, and we'll go into this next season. So Trubisky is the week 1 starter in the regular season. So there's no Tom Brady sign here this time. I boosted up to a 74 overall because, like I said, I thought it was fair that if he would have played that whole season number 2, he would have developed even more in the game, and it's just really annoying that happened. But defensively, defense looks relatively the same. We have to develop a little bit on the defensive line. Got a couple upgrades here we need to focus on. But other than that, we're gonna go ahead and celebrate this season. So I was really excited that we made the playoffs last year, but then I realized Tom Brady was the starter. So hopefully this year with Trubisky as the starter, this team can still make the playoffs. So let's see what happens. So at the end of the season, with Trubisky as our starter, I think anyway, we went 12-5 and won our division, which is just fantastic. This is what we wanted, man. We could have seen this last year maybe, but let's go take a look at how everybody did. Hopefully there's no Tom Brady starting for us. Let's go take a look. Hopefully that is the case. Stats wise, Trubisky was the starter. Okay, offense was 11th in the NFL, and defense, let's see, was 1st in the NFL, so that helps out a lot. Trubisky, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Like I said, man, would have loved to have seen how he would have done in season number 2 if he would have made the playoffs or not, but we were robbed of that. Rushing yards, 1,600 yards, 17 touchdowns. Claypool, 1,100 yards, 1,000 yards from Boyd. Deontay Johnson with 900. And then defensively, if we take a look, sacks-wise, TJ Watt, 27. Holy moly, what a freaking W. 9.5 from Alex Highsmith, 6 from Matt Ioannidis, and then 3 interceptions from Xavier and Howard. So here we go, man. First in the NFL, sacks-wise. Holy crap, TJ Watt, 27 sacks. Absolutely insane. Let's go ahead and jump in. We're playing the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see if we can beat them. Trubisky versus Lamar Jackson. The beautiful part is we do have the home field advantage here for this game as we won our division against the Baltimore Ravens. So hopefully Trubisky can come out here and lead us to a win over the Ravens. So ball starting off, we have the first defense in the NFL, but we allow a touchdown immediately. But Trubisky responds with a touchdown, and he comes down and responds with another one, which is an absolute W. 14-14 game now, 17-14, and we get a stop. Can we go put up some points for half? No. Interception from Xavier and Howard. We got the ball third quarter. Sacked from DeMarcus Lawrence, and if we can get a touchdown here, that'd be great. Look really good. 20-17, walk away with a field goal. Ravens responding with a touchdown, and it is a 2:28 minute left game. I'm going to come in here. Hopefully Pat Freiermuth doesn't fumble on me this time, and maybe we can come out here and take the lead. So Deontay Johnson, Freiermuth in the middle, and then got Tyler Boyd underneath. All right, let's see what I can get here. So I'm going to scramble this again. I'm actually going to probably Probably should have thrown that away, but it's all right. I got a yard, I think, out of it. So probably gambled for the fumble there, like really badly. So thankfully it didn't happen, but it is what it is. Oh, okay. Think there's nothing open. We're not even going to try it. We're going to just go and live another day. 24-20 though. All we need to do is come down and get a touchdown. That's it. And this would look really good. So minute 58 left on the clock. It is third down. Ravens are playing really good defense right now, but maybe I can find Tyler Boyd wide open here. I think he is going to be open. Maybe. Oh, this is going to be tough. It's overthrown, man. Did he get that? He did. He did, man. This is me editing the video now, and I ended it off really badly. I feel like Madden kind of ruined the video. It kind of pissed me off, so I didn't really know how to end it. I mean, we lost to the Ravens there, as you saw, but I wanted to, you know, say goodbye in the right way. So thank you guys for watching. Of course, we'll be back with some more Madden rebuilds, of course, more free agency rebuilds once we get some other signings and stuff like that. We already have some signings coming out, but I did want to apologize to you guys for the whole Tom Brady thing. I really wanted this to be Mitchell Trubisky, and I feel like Madden kind of ruined it, but for the most part, it was a all right video. I will say we're gonna have to try to do this again. Maybe the Steelers make some more crazy signings, who knows, but we'll definitely revisit this, where this time Trubisky will be the quarterback throughout the whole video. But I hope you guys enjoyed regardless. This is Crushables 2. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.